This is Tim Mundorf with Central Valley Ag, and this is our agronomy focus video. Today I've got with me Tyler Statsny, who's our field sales agronomist here in Ulysses. Tyler, it's January, a lot of snow on the ground. Growers probably aren't thinking about their weeds right now, but it's probably a pretty good time to come in and have a conversation, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, Tim. This is a great time for me to sit down with my growers and kind of review 2019, see how that weed control or how we handled it the previous year, and then go into 2020 with a great plan.
Let's start with pre-emerge corn. I know you've got some good programs in there and some good products. Let's talk a little bit about those.
So, today I'm going to highlight probably three main products from Bayer, Syngenta, and then Corteva.
Okay.
So I'm going to highlight Acuron, Resicor, and then Harness Max.
Sure.
And those products, they're all going to be somewhat similar. There's going to be some differences in there. So when I'm talking about Harness Max, I'm going to have the mesotrione, and then I'm also going to have that acetochlor. Now this acetochlor is not encapsulated. Okay. Some people think about Warren on the bean side where that is encapsulated. So I think we'll have better residual with that product. When we go over to the Acuron side, so they're going to have the mesotrione, they're going to have S-metallochlor, not the acetochlor, okay?
Right.
And then they're going to have a little bit of atrazine in there, but then they're also going to add another HPPD, which is a bicyclopyrone. Yep. So you have two HPDs, group 27s in there. And then you go to the Resicor side, so I might reference maybe like a Sure Start or a Triple Flex that guys might have used in the past. So it's going to contain the stinger. And it's going to contain that acetochlor, but they're going to add that mesotrione in there. So if you think about all three of those, they're all going to contain that mesotrione, they're all going to contain that residual product. But with that Resicor and that Harness Max, we want to make sure we add the atrazine to it. We want to do at least a pound out there a quart. So
in all these cases, we've got a good base program out there that should give us a great start at keeping things controlled. We've got some good residual there. Do you talk a little bit about maybe their post-program and what residuals they might want to include in that so you kind of tie it together? Or? Yes,
absolutely. So when I'm talking about these premium products, a great way to incorporate that residual post is potentially to do a split application. So so Resicor, for example, 2 in a quart is the full rate. So maybe, pre, we think about, a quart and a half pre, making sure we add another quart of atrazine in there. And then we come in post and we do like a quart and a quarter then, okay, sure. Again, adding another pint. But then same thing with Acuron, doing those split shots, getting the S-metallochlor, getting that acetochlor out there. We think about these weeds and how they germinate. We'll have that season long, those clean fields. So that's my end goal for sure.
And you're really looking for a good in-depth conversation, not just a, hey, here's the product, what's your price, let's carry it out. Let's talk about their whole program, how the two are going to fit together between pre and post, and put something together that's really going to work for that grower. Because we've got some tough weeds out there with things like Palmer.
Oh, absolutely. When you think about Palmer or water hemp, 25 growing degree days, 2 inches. Yep. Water hemp, 1.5 inches, and so it's brutal. And so, when we're talking about those group 15s, the acetochlors, the Ziduas, those type of products, that will extend that residual out there and definitely help us for that season long, the clean fields. So that's what we want.
We want to kill that weed before it ever gets out of the ground.
That's absolutely true. Yeah.
So great. Thanks for visiting us with us today, Tyler. In the next episode, I think we'll talk a little bit about soybeans, but that was a good piece of information for our growers on pre-emerge corn herbicides.
Absolutely.
So thanks for joining us on Agronomy Focus. I'm Tim Mundorf, and today I've got with me Tyler Statsny, our field sales agronomist here in Ulysses, Nebraska.